you here to listen to El Numero Uno? Or are you here to listen to the American Kaiju? From the land of the rising sun, you're listening to the Osaka Saint, the Saitama Superstar, the Mad Titan of Tokyo, the American Kaiju. Welcome to the Hogscast Red and Black.
What's up, Hogs Pack? I told you it was coming. You thought it was a rib. Mike thought it was a rib. The only people that were in on it was NPA and the American Kaiju. Listen, Big Duke couldn't make it this week, and Mike sure as hell couldn't make the Zoom call, so it's just me and Adam.
He's going to be here later, though.
He's going to be here. He's going to join 15 minutes into the Zoom call, I believe. By the way, this is not a Zoom call. This is a podcast. So if you're listening to this at home, it's a podcast. But we are utilizing the YouTube channel so you can see this in all its glory with the brand new Hogsmen Red and Black Hogs Pack logo in the background. And we have some pretty cool news regarding that. Adam, I'm not going to ask you how your weekend went. I don't care. I know how it was. You helped me move.
I did.
You helped me move. It was bittersweet to get the fuck out of San Diego. I believe I probably will be back shortly. But up here in San Jose for the time being. So we've got 3 Hogsmen members. We've got one over in Philadelphia, one down in San Diego, and now one up in the Bay Area. I don't know. I don't think that messes with my intro at all. Because I'm still land of the rising sun, right?
Yeah, Japan is just as far away now as it was for you before.
I'm not going to say land of the Bay Area. That just doesn't sound smart.
You got to stick with what got you to the dance.
I'm going to stick with. All right, now speaking of what got me to the dance, Adam, I'm a funny guy. Okay, I like to rib people. I like to rib. Don't shake your head at me. I like to rib people. Those of you that have been listening to the Hogsmen podcast for a while, the Hogscast, as we call it, know that I'm a funny guy. I can't help but be funny. I'm stupid when I talk over people, but I wanted to make up for it. I wanted to leave little Mikey, El Numero Uno, with a parting gift when I came up here. Adam, they recorded last night, Mike and Sweet Robin Shaw. And I left them a little present, audio present. We recorded several intros for the show. One of them was a good intro. And then there was the one from yesterday. And that was supposed to be a rib. That was a rib on Mike, but you told him about it before he recorded. What the hell happened there?
Listen, you're gone for now. I got to try to keep the main boss right now happy.
The main boss. Jesus
for right
Christ.
now. For right now. There's only one Hogsman that I'm seeing in person every week, and I gotta keep him happy.
Do you know how funny that would have been if you sitting there like, because you showed him the original one where I'm like, El Numero Uno, and he's like, oh, that's great. Okay, hey, Dev couldn't make it, Big Duke couldn't make it. And then everyone else is in on the joke, knowing that I just said he had an OnlyFans and that there's a half-off thing, and you just blew the whole thing wide open.
It would have been really funny because you would have done the OnlyFans thing, and then Mike would have just gone to his normal. That's right. You're listening to one of the 3 Hogsmen. Everybody else would have been laughing, and you'd be laughing.
All of the listeners would have been like, he's just kayfabing. He's acting like he's no-selling it, like nothing happened. And then here's what I wanted. I wanted the comments to roll in on Twitter and Instagram, like, what the hell is happening? And then he'd have to figure it out by listening to it.
To be fair, you recorded several, so
I did record
several.
Still
could happen. I didn't show him all of them. Okay,
how many did you show him?
I think I played him Ramona's Favorite Son, which I think I'll use next week, and then the one that we played last night that he thought was funny.
That one is fucking hilarious. That one was on the spot.
Would it still have been a rib though if he actually would have found it funny?
Yes, that's fine.
I thought a rib was supposed to be something that the guy you're doing it to doesn't find as funny as you do.
No, not necessarily. The rib is just they're unsuspecting victims. That's all it is.
All right.
So like if I sucker punched him in the back of the head, that's a rib. And then also if I played that, I
think we've heard enough stories from Mike that I don't think you want to be punching him in the back of the head.
I'm not going to punch Mike in the back of the head. He's my damn tag team partner. All right.
If you listen to any episode over the summer, you learn that fighting Mike is a fool's errand because he will kick your ass, even if you shoot him in the face with a paintball gun.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of fighting Mike, they're at Level Up. They're recording matches right now, so I think those are going to be releasing soon on IWTV. Check those out. They're leaking some stuff, not leaking, but they're releasing some things slowly online. Some of the wrestlers that work for Level Up. So check those out. I'm really bummed out that they started recording the week I left. I feel like I tried to make something happen back in like September or November. I don't remember. I've been trying to get something going in like a studio setting for a while. But
is there anything more fitting to your career than you not being able to wrestle these last couple of months, and then finally you leave, and then they're like, we're gonna wrestle every week now.
We're gonna wrestle, and not every week. You can come and wrestle 5 tag matches a show and 2 singles matches. No, there's nothing more fitting than that, and it feels terrible.
Also, I should tell you that next week on the podcast we are going to be doing an interview from the school with B-Boy and Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Go check it out. God damn it. All right. Now, that was supposed to be funny. And it was funny.
That was very funny.
Yeah, it was funny. I don't think anyone listening is going to find it funny, but the people watching on YouTube might. I pretended to slam something down, and I really slammed everything down. This is us getting used to the Zoom recording. No, that'll be cool, though. I won't be jealous at all. I'll just be sitting here in the Hogspack studio by myself.
Hogspack studio, red and black.
Yes, red and black. Well, Hogspack is red and black. You can't have a regular Hogspack. That would just be the Hogscast.
Fair enough.
Like I was saying, one thing that if you are on the YouTube channel, you can take a look at the logo behind me. This is something I want to talk about. The red and black shows, they're only going to be like an addendum, basically. I don't expect these shows to be any longer than a half hour for the time being anyway. 15, 20 minutes max. So let's wrap it up. We'll only cover usually one or two subjects every week. So hopefully you enjoy what we're doing. But let's get to the first and only order of business that I want to introduce everyone to. And this is another reason for you to join the YouTube channel so you can see what we're doing. New shirts. The Hogsmen are finally going to have new shirts. I'll describe it if you're just listening. Adam, if you want to pull it up.
Absolutely. I'll pull them up for you right now.
For people to take a look at.
Hold on.
First shirt we have right here.
Oh.
Okay, now that's a rib. That's a rib.
Oh.
That is that's
look at him go.
That's Mikey just kneeing the shit out of something.
He's really got it going. All right. So let's get to
let's get to the shirts. Yeah, poor Mikey. And anyone listening has no idea what we're talking about. Here we go. This is the first shirt. My buddy made this. He does all my merchandise. He did the Hogsmen logo. This is strong style meets street style. The American Kaiju, Devin Sparks, and El Numero Uno. He's got 2 different hogs on this. One looks like the old handlebar mustache I had, and one of them looks like the beard that Mike has. So I like this one a lot. It's got some personality to it. Something cool way to support the podcast and the tag team. And yeah, you got 2 badass hogs on there. What do we got next? I think we had a comment on Instagram or Twitter recently asking us if we were going to do a sticky hog shirt. And we are. I had no intention of doing this. But my buddy put together a sticky hog shirt. And this one's awesome. This is like a fat cartoony pig. He's got his head shaved, it looks like, and under sticky hogs. I don't know if this is appropriate. It says short, fat, and thick. But I guess hogs are short, fat, and thick. So we'll stick with that.
Yeah, let's hope this shirt doesn't get you canceled.
Why would that get me canceled? It is a short, fat, and thick hog, though. Compared to the other hogs, this is a very short and fat.
That's true. And Robin Shaw revealed on the podcast last night that he doesn't have the hog that any of you guys have.
Oh, fantastic. Why did he talk about that?
That was the first thing that he brought up. Actually, the first thing he did was, and this is pretty funny. The OnlyFans thing played, and then Robin tried to make a joke about how Mike sold fans, like the fans that cool you down, and
Right.
Mike did not get it at all. He did not get the joke. So it was about 2 minutes of dead air of Mike not understanding the joke.
Just explaining it.
Yeah, Robin. Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic. I like that my buddy too for this design has got a picture of the shirt next to it. There's for some reason a woman is wearing this shirt. I don't know why a woman would ever want to wear this shirt, but moving on. Oh, the real question I want to know: has Shaw ever shit his pants in the ring?
You know what? You should have sent in that question to Hogsmen Pod on. But to be fair, I believe he's going to be on the podcast next week that we do with B-Boy. So make sure to send that question in when I post it on Instagram at Hogsmen Pod.
Fantastic. I will. Now, Adam just pulled something on the screen here. You guys can't see if you're just listening. This is the Hogsmen Red and Black Hogspack t-shirt. The Hogsmen Red and Black Hogspack t-shirt. Now, again, I told you guys I was going rogue. No one took me serious. Here we are. We're so serious. We've got our own merch. And now you have to decide. Are you with El Numero Uno or are you with the American Kaiju? Moving on. Finger poke of doom. I think we all should just blow it. This is the last shirt, right, Adam?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, this is the last shirt. This is Mike coined this phrase a long time ago. We've mentioned it on the pod. He was going out to work a show, asked if he could work tag instead because it was a long drive, and was texting me about it the whole time. I said, well, what are you doing, buddy? Are you going out there by yourself or you want me to go with you? I'll go with you anyway. I'll just announce you if you want. He said, brother, I told him if they want the tip, they have to take the whole hog. So this shirt is the whole hog t-shirt. It's got another different badass looking hog on it, shooting a thumbs up to you, winking at you. I don't know if this guy is he's got these baseball or football what are those called under your eyes?
Eye black.
He's got some football eye black under his eyes, so I don't know. He's awesome. But 4 new shirts. I'm gonna make it my goal to get the Hogsmen tag team store up on Pro Wrestling Tees so that these can be available instead of just my Pro Wrestling Tees account right now. But that's it. Just welcoming you to Hogsmen Podcast Red and Black, the Hogs Pack, and introducing you to some of the new merch we've got. And then next week, by the way, shoot me some questions. If you have questions that you want answered, you can shoot them to the same account.
I do want to address one thing with you before we sign off.
Okay.
I know you saw the questions for this week of the podcast, but I wanted to let you know about one of the answers.
What were they?
So Petey asked a question about
if you could die,
if you had 1 month,
your last match be?
What would your last thing and what would the spot be? I wanted to let you know that Mike picked a back moonsault off the Empire State Building onto Devin Sparks.
Wow.
So he's taking you with him. He's taking you with him.
He's taking me with him. All right. Now I feel like I have to have a response to that because that's bullshit. I didn't sign up for that. But the worst thing is he knows that I would be like, yeah, I'm not taking that. So I would just move. So that would be the finish. He would just eat it in the concrete and that would be the finish.
Well, he's dying anyway. So it really doesn't matter, right? In this scenario.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to answer those. If you want to ask a question for the Hogsmen Podcast, Red and Black, the Hogs Pack, send it in. Adam will take care of it. We'll talk about it on the show. Or if there's just one topic, not a question, but if there's one topic that you want to see covered, let me know and we'll take it under advisement. But
that's Devin's way of saying if he doesn't like it, we're not going to talk about it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. If it sucks, it's gone. I don't have a whole hog finishing line here.
I mean, you're gonna have to come up with something.
People are gonna have to come up with something.
People are gonna have to shout something from the mountaintops when they think of you.
That's true. They are gonna have to shout something from the mountaintops. I got nothing, brother. We're just gonna sign off with we'll see you next week, and maybe I'll have something in store for a sign off line. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to hit up Mike and see if I can just borrow what he does.
Is that it? Is that the
That's
end of
it? That's it. End of recording.
Follow us. Follow the podcast, Hogsmen Pod, Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, I should probably do that. At Hogsmen Pod on Instagram, Twitter. At Devin Sparks on Twitter, at American Kaiju on Instagram. Check it out. Let us know how you like the YouTube setup as well. And actually, comment. Can you post these images to the Instagram and people can comment? Let us know which ones they like the best, because if we can only post a limited amount of designs through Pro Wrestling Tees, I want to know which one people like the most. So
you wanted me to post the pictures of the shirts that we just put up there on the Instagram?
Yeah, we can wait a couple days, but let's put it up and get some opinions of people that actually listen.
I can absolutely do that for you, Devin.
Awesome. Well, then, you heard it here first. It's the end of the podcast. We'll talk to you next week.